look at the title here. When I see a product that says it is totally awesome, you know what I'm thinking. I'm sure I know what some of you are thinking. Is this just another type of snake oil? I mean, to call the product totally awesome, are they trying to overhype it? This is one case where this may be true. I had a viewer on one of my videos say, hey, Kate, you got to try this product, totally awesome. You know, it's awesome. He kept saying, you won't believe how good this cleaner works. Let me show you over here on this inner fender panel on my 300 TD wagon. Look at this up here. I mean, this is really a pristine undercarriage as far as a W123, but this even makes it look more pristine. You know, using a method I'm going to show you here in a minute, you can quickly do this in your garage. You don't have to even get out a hose. You can use a bucket, a brush, and a little teeny garden sprayer, and this is what you'll end up getting by using this totally awesome, it says LA's totally awesome cleaner. You can do this in your garage. You don't have to have a lift. You can just jack the car, put it on jack stands. You're going to need a big tray. You can get these trays at Lowe's or Home Depot in the concrete mixing section, but they're very handy. And in this case, because I have a brand new caliper and a brand new rotor, I'm going to go ahead and cover these up like this, and then get a container, like some sort of container you can pour a little bit. I'm using this full strength for this type of grease reduction. If you're using this on interior parts, vinyl, and light, soiled items, you can mix this 50-50. But I go straight on when I'm doing engine compartments or suspension. Then you're going to need a couple of brushes, fairly stiff. I like this one because it holds the chemical when I go up to scrub on it, and then this one I use to get into little tight corners, and it's stiffer. But you want to be patient. You want to put this on and just leave it. Let it work. I'm only going to do a small section here so you can get the idea. I'm going to get it soaked up like this. And then I'm going to go off camera here and just let this sit for about 5 minutes. Now there's a couple of brushes you might need, particularly on some of this grease on here is pretty nasty. So you can see the difference in coarseness of the bristles. This is quite a bit coarser. This is what I use on light soil and door panels because it's not going to scratch anything. But here, this one I may need to use on this under fender panel. Okay, now it looks like I can rub it with my fingers and I can see it starting to really break loose. So I'm going to take the coarser brush, and you can hear it. You can literally hear it taking that. Okay, there's a spot right in there. I'll come in with a small brush, which is even stiffer, right there like that. Now I'll come back with the big brush and go over the entire area. Look at how you can see now it's starting to foam up the dirt. That's what you want. Nice and foamy. Totally awesome. All right, now I'm going to grab the sprayer. And you can get any of these small garden sprayers and just fill them up with water and pump up the pressure. And this is going to spray just a light amount of water to rinse this off and not get all over the place. Okay. So that leaves us with a little more right here. So I'm going to wipe this off with a paper towel and get it dry because I don't want to dilute the new application of Totally Awesome. I'll come in right here and put some on here and use the heavy brush. And we'll come back and I'll show you the final result. You know, when you're doing this, you're going to have to decide how far you want to go. I'm opposed to the 100% perfection because it takes way too much time. So I usually tell anybody helping me, I'm good for 85 to 90% of perfection. Saves a lot of time. So let's get the sprayer, see how that looks now. Isn't that slick how easy that is to rinse that off without using excessive water? Okay, right in here, that may not come out. You could keep trying, but I think that's probably good enough for the underside of a W123 wagon. Now let me take you up front and show you the front section because I've already finished that. Take a good look. I mean, if any of you have been around these W123s, I feel sorry for people back in the Midwest, East Coast, or in Europe. They're never going to see anything like this. But this is a pristine, even up in here where the drain is around the battery box, there's no rust at all. And after cleaning this, yeah, we could go a little further if we wanted to make it show quality, but that's pretty awesome. You have to admit this was really awesome. And so I highly recommend this LA's Totally Awesome Degreaser and Cleaner. You can either get it in a small bottle or the gallon, but this is something I will stand behind. And by the way, if the person is watching this who recommended this to me, I want to say a big thanks.